Hi guys, welcome. I will show you a quick demo on Makio. I am Arthur. I work with Makio. I'm one of the leads in a go-to-market, and I also just really love the platform. And I just want to show you a little bit on how this platform works. It's not your typical app builder, so there's a bit of a difference in between most app builders. So sometimes app builders only provide the AI building solution, so where you only use AI to generate code, you have vibe coding, you just generate everything through prompting, right? Which gives you lesser flexibility basically to be able to create the app that you want, or to add extra features, or to adjust features, and so on and so on. Then you have the typical traditional no-code tools where basically you just drag and drop and you create everything from scratch without necessarily having an AI layer on top. Now, Makio is a different type of builder. It's basically a builder where you have the hybrid version. You can either do AI, either manually everything, or you have the hybrid version where you can add AI on top of whatever you need to build, and it's made to be more reliable. It's made for agencies to provide tailored solutions to their clients, but also to make it more reliable, scalable, maintainable, and basically to create something useful, a business app that is useful, that you can use and reuse and continue add on top of it, right? So let me just go through it. This is the main page, right? As you can see, I've already built a bunch of apps here. But let me just walk you through on how to build an app. Let's say we do it through with AI, right? Generate with AI. Let's just describe a CRM for a service, or a CRM for a HR consulting firm. Um, Consulting firm. Let's just do it like that, pretty briefly. Yeah, and just as you can see, this is the main interface. This is our mascot, the Makio mascot. I will, as you can see here, you have the default is Gemini 3.1 flashlight, which is a super cheap model. It's because our whole app builder is built with two parts. We have a very good and strong script that reads the intent, that translates the intent from the intent to basically building blocks that are structured and reliable and secure, right? So basically the AI layer on top of it, the AI reads the CRM for a HR consulting firm. It reads basically this whole box. Then from this box, it translates it into building blocks that create your business app. You'll see it goes very quick. It goes very quick. It's very cheap as well, and it uses quite little amount of tokens, which is now a very big perk, because since you've seen already in the news, the every single AI provider or language model provider like OpenAI, GPT, even Cursor are upgrading their price. Why? It's because they want you to use as many tokens as possible. They want you basically to stay on the platform and to have always thinking models, reasoning models that use way more tokens, so you would spend also way more, since most of them are in debt, right? Or subsidized by you. This is the opposite, right? We try to create something which uses the simplest and cheapest model, but still creates a good result. So here are all the building steps, right? You can see these parts are have AI in them, and where you see script, the script is basically a deterministic way that we've built, we've created to build the app. And as you can see, here you go, you have 48,000, let's say 112,000 is gonna go up until 266,000 tokens, and it costs 0.08 USD. That's a fraction of a dollar, right? It's 8 cents, which is quite cheap, but you get something structured, reliable. This is the main interface. I will close this down. Of course, you can add, you can change things, but as you can see, look, this is the interface. It's a consultant CRM. You have the dashboard where it creates the dashboard. It shows you the all the numeric values, all the reports that you actually would need, recent invoices and stuff. Here you have all these different types of screens, the clients, the contacts, the engagements, tasks, invoices, consultants, practice areas, And for example, if you go to the design feature, you see these action blocks, right? These action circles, or lightning bolts. If you click on this, you can go into a workflow that looks a little bit like an N8N workflow. Here, from this workflow, you can basically create, adapt, add connectors, and create basically the workflows, the actions that you need for your app application. You can do it manually, but also you can use AI for it to create these workflows for you. So that's a very cool feature, and I believe that's going to be extremely valuable, coming as well from an AI automation perspective myself. This will be quite a great feature for you to use. Then, this is just the front end, right? This is just how it looks like and how it works. But we also have the data, the tables, and the databases here. So it created all different types of tables, right? The practice areas where it shows the practice name, workforce analytics and planning, right? The ID number, then the invoice items, which is also pretty complex. So you, as you can see, this table you can have queries, pivots, append data, create a new table, import a file, whatever you need. You can also change which guest is using it. But also, as you can see here, you also have lookups. Lookups basically to easily find which information you want to get from a different table, from a different sheet. So the lookups are extremely valuable. You also have calculations, the unit prices that it does by itself, which you can easily tweak and test. As you can see here, find invoice total, incredible. It just does it calculates it all manually through these calculations, and it does it, how much was it, in 40 seconds. So the beginning, the MVP that everybody is always talking about, right? Very often companies, they start with an MVP. MVP is always easy to build, right? But on top of that, after you've built the MVP, then comes the hard part, right? Then it becomes like, okay, who will use this app, and how can you make it scalable, reliable? How do you add features? How do you make sure that everybody is basically happy with using the app without having to debug, or hire somebody who to debug your things, or hire a full software engineer to basically continue the project because it's so difficult? No, here with Makio it's super simple. Everything is in there. You can add on top of it, on the data. You can add on top of these sheets. For example, the home screen is empty, right? Because we're still building on top of it, but very easily you can just add a hero here. Let's say here is the hero. You add the hero, right, with the drag and drop. Then you can add different types of sections. We call them primitives, right? It's structured building blocks that are reliable and secure already. So you don't have to have any headaches through creating or coding or code that has to regenerate the whole app, right? So it becomes way more flexible. Containers, right? You can have, let's say, you can have yeah, just a container that you can drag and drop in here. Yeah, you can see here. Then you can connect it, add sections to it. You can connect it to the data immediately. To the data, where is it here? Sorry. Yeah, basically you can add these sections. You can adjust the names. You can do whatever. You can add workflows to it, actions, the behavior whenever you see it or somebody else sees it. So it becomes it way more simpler, way more easier, but way more also extensive in the capabilities. For example, the themes. You can have the different theme immediately for the whole app. Yeah, so go from light, different themes from light or a dark theme, right? So as you can see, this is something that many of you will probably be very happy to hear about and to try and test it out. Currently, we're in early alpha phase, so we onboard agencies We onboard new partners, we onboard people who are interested to try and test it out in return for feedback, of course. You can use this platform for free up until we, of course, get the feedback and we create something that is very, very interesting for you. With our community, we have a very good community on makio.ai. You can see makio.ai here. In this community, people are asking for help, reporting bugs, of course. You have feature requests, project showcases, and so on and so on. So if you're interested, always happy to show you, to onboard you, to have you join the waitlist. If you want to join the waitlist, just go on the website makio.ai and you can just write your email address and join the waitlist, and I will be happy to onboard you soon after. Currently, we have the access limited to the first 100 subscribers. We're almost there, so if you're interested, just let us know and we'll be happy to onboard you. This is a quick demo. Sorry, it might have taken a little bit longer than I expected, but I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, see you on Makio.